If you pan it down here, you see it's about 3 o'clock in the morning. And there's not a car or a person in sight. If you pan over here, it's the same thing. Not a car or a person in sight. People want to know where I find my strength at. Come on! Yeah! Where I get my strength. I get it from a lot of places, but right now, this morning, I'm getting it from, there's not a motherfucker that's up. There's not a car, there's not a person. Everybody's in their bed, sleep, dreading that it's a Monday. Hate it's a Monday, and I'm loving it. I'm loving that. Where everybody's getting weaker, I'm getting stronger. It's not about the running, the swimming, the push-ups, the sit-ups. It's about what those things do for your mentality. You don't get better when you're dead on the couch. You get better by coming out here and getting the fuck after it every daggone day. Stay hard.
I want this shit! I want this shit! The worst day working on your purpose is still better than the best day that isn't working on your purpose. Pain will set you free. And free from anxiety, free from stress, free from worry, free from distraction. All the things that you feel like are holding you back, all the things that are holding you back are eradicated by going through pain. Now, we're so lucky, most of us in the Western world where like our pain is really not that painful. There are people in much, much worse situations than we are in. So realistically, it's not even that hard to genuinely be anxiety free and make that name of yourself that you know you want, and be someone and accumulate that amount of wealth that you desire and obtain that status that you know you can obtain. So honestly, well and truly, you need to seek the pain before you accept pleasure. It's so twisted and so backwards how our brains are the way they are, in terms of we can just sort of like be on our phones just all day, or just sort of just like watching YouTube videos all day and just like watching that series that we want at night, and sort of just lounging around and just sort of like feel like you're being productive but you're not really, and you're kind of just eating a bit of rubbish, and it's all pleasure at the end of the day. You're seeking your day through pleasure when you need to be seeking your day through pain. Look, let's get a bit real here, all right? Man to man, and if there's any women watching, maybe it's a similar situation, but at the end of the day, we are men filled with testosterone, and sometimes you are going to get a little bit aroused throughout your day, and you may want to proceed in a love-making activity with yourself, okay? Now, this is a very distracting thing to do, and quite a destructive one as well, because it's purely pleasure. There is no real upside to it apart from pleasure seeking, pleasure feeling. When you are giving yourself a little rub and tug, that is the best example of just a situation where at the time it feels like the nice thing to do, but once the activity is over, you're left with a puddle on your chest and a bit of a soulless feeling and a drained body. And it's the same thing when we're on TikTok or scrolling on YouTube videos and whatever it is. By the end of it, when you snap out of it, which is something you should, which is one of my last videos, when you snap out of it, you're sort of like, what am I doing? And nothing's been done. So here's what we're going to do, all right? Here's what we are going to do. Everything that seems like slightly painful, like going to the gym, effort, we're going. Anytime we feel like we should be, anytime we feel like we're just going to be on our phones doing nothing, we're reading instead. I'll recommend you a book now, Essentialism by Greg McKeown. The Way of the Superior Man. Your Next 5 Moves by Patrick Bet-David. The Power of Now. Find a book that you will like. Okay, these are the ones I've been reading or have read. And you will just start to finally, even if you're having the worst day, even if you're working on your purpose and you're reading and you're writing and you're creating and you're making business moves, you're making athletic moves, you're making the moves you need to be making, and you're in a sort of you're in a bad mood. That is infinitely better than being in a pleasure-seeking mood, in a good mood, whilst you're doing something destructive, like giving yourself TikTok brain or having a tuggy. Yeah? So the pain will actually set you free. The days where I feel the least amount of anxiety, the days where I feel at my best by the end of the day and I put my head on the pillow and I genuinely feel like a champion, is the days where I've persisted and proceeded to do the things I know I need to do. I didn't do any TikTok, I only read. I didn't do any lounging around, I only went gym. I didn't do anything that was irrelevant to my purpose, I only created. And if you have enough days like that, you have enough weeks like that, you have enough months like that, you will set yourself up for a life that is true happiness, not just pleasure. But it first starts with pain. The pain of going to the gym. The pain of sort of sitting down and fucking reading for once since school. The pain of persisting and actually trying to work on your business, actually working on your business. And saying no to all the things that are pleasurable. And trust me, this is going to help you in the long run. When you stop giving yourself tuggies, you'll walk out into the world and women will be looking at you. They don't do that when you're having a tuggy. When you're reading, instead of giving yourself TikTok brain, you are able to hold more articulate and intricate and more intelligent conversations with people more than you could before. It will surprise you. When you go to the gym, you will start to look bigger and feel better. But that's quite an obvious one, but it doesn't matter. It is the case. Imagine being stronger, smarter, more intelligent, and being more abundantly attractive. Surely that is the way forward, okay? And that all starts with the pain, okay? So pain will set you free. Right, boys? Stay healthy, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.